Yo, Q, I think we got the big bro in. You know what that means?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Trouble time. Hey, welcome back to the Shoot Up Podcast, episode 87 with me and the bro 808 Kicks ATL. Make sure you do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do, guys. And obviously go and follow 808 Kicks ATL. Go and follow Lovekickscustom and go and follow our special guest, bro. Have we got a special guest today, bro?
We have one of the most ravenous, one of the most voracious, one of the most, I don't even know if I said that word right. One of the most dangerous shoe dogs out here on the prowl in these streets.
And one of the most amazing human beings out there. Let's just put that correct, bro. 100%.
If you don't know, you're going to find out. Back once again, the bro, the OG, Mr. Miller in the building.
Peace, love, and blessings. Peace, love, and blessings to you both, man. What's good? What's good?
Yo, we ready to hold on before we start.
Yeah,
we got 8 minutes before we can use the language we want to use. So let's observe the 8-minute rule. You know what I'm saying? And then, but welcome back, bro. What you been up to? I know you've been going crazy lately.
a little bit. No. Listen, I don't. Cause it's just been it was just the way the chips fell. It just the God's been good to me. I put the good energy out to people. You know, I'm very inclusive with the content. I'm very inclusive to help people, and I guess the energy got returned back. But it's been a really good stretch. I can't even lie to you. It's amazing the stuff that I've gotten this year through just sheer connections and retail. Like that's the biggest thing I can tell you is that majority of the stuff, probably 80% of the stuff that I've copped this year, probably higher than that, it's been retail.
Yeah, it's been retail season for quite a while. It's been retail season for quite a while. And by the way, I know Q, you're calling yourself 2 pairs. I'm gonna say your bro. I'm gonna call you 3 pairs. Every time I see an unboxing, it's a 3-box special.
Oh yeah, it is. It is a 3 clip. I've been doing. Yeah, I have been doing. It was. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It has been like 3 pieces every time.
Today's Lovekickscustom with 2 pairs and 3 pairs.
So look,
yep, that was man. 3. I forgot. You got me on that one. Well played, sir. Well played.
For those of y'all,
for that one.
for those of y'all that don't know, Mr. Kicks and Fatherhood, Mr. MR Miller 1 is his IG. Go over there and hit all the buttons that he got for you to hit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, and go and follow. Obviously, you got 2 young sons that are growing in the sneaker game, that are actually developing their likes and tastes. And you know what? This is what the magical thing about it is actually for us, so as sneakerheads, just transitioning our love into people that actually surround us, that actually love the same things we do, and kind of educating them and growing them. And for us, I think from a sneakerhead point of view, we're always learning and educating ourselves anyway. But to pass that knowledge and foundation on to the young ones, so actually growing their love and actual support for their stuff that they want to do, it's awesome to see. I love the fact that you've got this whole family vibe to your page as well, where you I think even your missus is actually like wearing sneakers with you and stuff like that.
I've converted her. Yeah,
you converted her. Yeah, bro, like we said this last week. With shout out to all the partners again. Every time I think about it, again, shout out to all the partners that actually have to put up with us, because that they tolerate us, and sometimes they kind of we convert them. We kind of convert them to like, I'm pretty sure there's not one sneakerhead I don't know that doesn't want to kit out their partner with like special sneakers. I know I have. I know Q, you have. I know, bro, you have as well.
Yeah, me and my wife, we planning on pulling out the cool grades together. We gonna do a photo shoot with it. I don't know how we're gonna put it together yet, but we've been talking about that lately. So that type of stuff is kind of necessary, man. When you're in this game, if your significant other, especially for those of us that's in long-term relationships, they gotta understand it, or it gotta be some type of compromise, if not full entanglement.
Yeah. But also, I would like to add on to that. You have to be transparent with your collecting and your passion for it. The sneaking in stuff, it just builds distrust. If you can build that relationship where she can understand like those times when we have to pull that trigger to pull that trigger. You know what I'm talking about? So and they understand that as long as you take care of the house, the home, your kids, your responsibilities, you have to have those, and that takes time to build. Like my wife, when she met me, I was straight leg. I was in shirt and ties, loafers, I was occasional runners. And then, I just took off. I was like, well, shit, everybody doing kicks. I've been doing kicks, and I just released it to the world. Yeah. But when I met my wife, I started it again, but she had to understand and like, this is what I do. This is really what I always loved. I just, you build that relationship. So now, man, she used to wear heels all the time. She wanted a new pair of Air Max every 2 weeks.
Yeah, you emphasize it there, bro. It's all good in the hood if the missus is all cushy.
For sure. That's give them that love back. Like, if they see something they want, don't blink. If you want those motors, then blink.
Do not neglect. Your other partner. I
ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. Like, I didn't been put on the couch. Don't act like this shit over here gravy. This stuff over here gravy. I didn't got put on the couch a couple times. Like, for real. Like, I didn't put, like, what is, because we both work from home. So you can't hide nothing. FedEx gonna come. Like, I know FedEx and the UPS guy by their first name.
Of course, yes. Of course. That this is sneaker 101. This is sneakerhead 101. If you don't know your postal service guy, be it the post office, which is the UK, UPS, what's the one in the USPS, DHL, FedEx, all that. If you don't know them, you ain't a proper sneakerhead, bro.
I don't know nobody from DHL now.
Now DHL is kind of DHL is a little different in the States because you don't know, it's a different person.
Here in the States, if you buy sneakers and they coming through DHL, either you getting a lot of stuff from overseas or you're getting a lot of stuff from overseas.
100%.
That's all I'm gonna say. Either somebody's sending it to you,
or somebody's sending it to you.
You're getting them from over there. Okay.
Yeah,
over there.
Right.
We know what's up with you. We ain't gonna have you on the podcast. You get yours from over there.
Yo, I heard DHL use ducks to carry their packages across the water, so you know.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, if Finish Line or Champs have to hire what is the delivery service? They have some shoes delivered. Bro. Yeah, and it's like anything is possible these days.
I was laughing when I heard that. DoorDash, bro. You can't even
DoorDash, bro.
Yeah, you can't guarantee your food with DoorDash. How are you going to guarantee any sneakers with that?
Did he try them on? Did he try them on?
How did that happen, dog? DoorDash. I've seen the taped up box, the shipping label taped on the actual shoe box. This DoorDash thing is pretty much equivalent with that.
Yeah.
Now,
that's pretty much the worst I've seen.
The best thing you could do, right? We are sneakerheads. The best thing we could do is create our own delivery service for sneakers delivered by sneakerheads. Imagine that. Like you just say you said the Nike, Adidas, New Balance, all the footwear companies. We are Sneak Deliver. We'll deliver your sneakers guaranteed to sneakers because we don't want to be that final boss, bro. And we want to get these sneakers to the people that want it. Create a service. And then all you got to worry about is no more DHL, no more FedEx, no more whatever delivery service. Real sneakerheads delivering real sneakers to real people. That's what it's all about. Imagine if you've invented a company like that.
Let's explore this. Let's explore this for 2 minutes. Right? So, is this that's reselling, bro?
No, not really. How is it reselling? You're going to basically create a.
I'm going to get the shoe for you, right?
No. That's you're talking about pre-order and resale. I'm talking about providing a delivery service, not a resale service. You're picking up from Nike for retail prices, and you're charging Nike a delivery cost to deliver sneakers to sneakerheads. But you, as a sneakerhead, have created this delivery service for sneakerheads to guarantee that their packages don't get lost or stolen.
Make it viable on paper, and we'll talk about it. It sounds good.
Sneak portal coming your way. Real sneakers delivering your real sneakers to your door without getting lost. We guarantee that.
Yo, man.
Imagine.
Yo, let's do some quick strikes, bro.
All right, first quick strike we had today. By the way, this is gonna be. I'm looking. When Q told me, "Yo, the bro's coming on." What do you mean, the bro, Mr. Miller? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. That was the feeling of. But first quick strike is let's talk about the relevance of actual sneakerheads out there. That in terms of how much influence celebrities have on actual sneakers at this moment in time. We know the Kanye effect. We know what Drake's doing his Nocta stuff and all of that stuff. But we know Travis Scott that has a whole load of kind of notoriety and hype behind him. But we've seen recently Taylor Swift is swiftly moving into the New Balance scene, and like she's probably worn 2 New Balances over the time from one of her American football matches, and it's seen sales increase in the New Balance world in terms of like increase on the silhouettes that she's worn. Yeah, people. I think the first one she wore was 550s.
The 550s.
Yeah. So that happened, and the sales of 550s have gone up massively. So that brings into question. Well, first of all, is she working with New Balance? Is she getting a bag from New Balance to wear these sneakers, right? Or is it authentically in love for that? Or
no. Let me go before you say or. This is a superstar showing you what she's capable of.
Mm-hmm. And this is what I was going to say.
She's 100% benefiting from all this Travis Kelce NFL stuff because that's really what it's about, right? The companies that it's collateral damage, right? From the outside looking in, it's collateral damage. We know the NFL is invested in this because the NFL gave free ads to situations that she's involved in.
Yeah.
In exchange for the viewership that her presence brings. The NFL ain't giving nobody free ad space, bro.
Yeah.
You got to think about this, dog. The Kansas City Chiefs, arguably the hottest team in the NFL over the past, 5 years, right? Super Bowl champs, Mahomes, all this. Outside of the Cowboys, they probably draw the most attention. Taylor Swift going to the Chiefs game, we saw the numbers. Viewership went up higher than the Super Bowl last year. That game, a regular season game, got more viewership than the Super Bowl because Taylor Swift was there. And people that watched the games, people that watched the 2 games that she was at, I'm going to wrap it up. The two games she went to, people, the actual football fans that want to watch the game, got tired of seeing the camera cut to her every time Travis Kelce does or doesn't do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, man scoring touchdown. He doing his celebration instead of the camera watching the celebration. They looking at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine touchdown. She just scratched her nose. Touchdown.
New Balance started selling out a shoe that was on sale. Now they call it the Swifty 550.
Swifty. Yeah, imagine
Travis Kelce jersey sales went up 400%. This ain't got nothing to do with sneakers, bro.
Yeah,
this is all her.
Yeah, I think these false celebrities have this ability to tap into people's psyche and resurrect certain things that we've seen in the sticker community and resurrect them back. We've seen this with hoodies. Remember when the starter jacket started to make a comeback? Remember the old school old school hats before New Era. You remember the old school logo hats that they had for the NBA and stuff like that. These things are nostalgic. So it just shows that, that shoe has been sitting for God knows how long. It was the New Balance.
Been going sell, bro.
Yeah, the 550s was New Balance's response to the Air Force One. So within that realm of what she's doing, she's not creating a buzz. She's just there to create space, and she's sucking it up. Look how they look now. This trend will always hurt the community in certain ways. As I'm pulling this together, you think about the Air Force One. We treated in the sneaker community. How do we treat the Air Force One? We treated it with respect. We wore that in special. It was an unwritten rule. Now, certain communities have adopted that shoe, and now it's just a beat down. It's a beater.
Yeah.
It's cultural collateral.
Yeah. I mean, what she does as far as branding is concerned, I don't think it had anything to do with her wearing that shoe. Apparently, she wears New Balance. The fact that it was the Chiefs game and the way it happened, it benefited New Balance. If New Balance had known that was going to happen, they would have been trying to get. Maybe some of the brands have tried to get her on the collab, but do it really make sense?
Do you think it's more of a all right, cool.
I think it's a coincidence. I think it's all coincidence. The shoe part and the jersey sale part, I think, are separate. I think the shoe part was a coincidence. The jersey sales and the publicity and all that I think all that's on purpose.
I think maybe I slightly agree with you, but maybe I don't believe in coincidences as well, because I sometimes. Sometimes I believe it's a flex move to say, like, in this occasion.
Watch this.
I'm gonna be honest, right? No celebrity goes out to an occasion without kind of categorizing what they're gonna wear strategically in the situation. So if you're a big celebrity like Taylor Swift is, right, you are going to wear certain things to make sure there's emphasis on what you're wearing. So those 550s were purposefully done. Maybe it's coincidental knock-on effects to New Balance, but I think that was strategically done. Because I believe that she was out here saying, you should be giving me a deal. I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't wear a New Balance for the next couple of months, and she says to New Balance, give me a deal. It could be a flex move, bro. It could be a flex move.
I'll push back on that. If that's the case, if this was surgical and it was strategic, is what you kind of insinuating, why didn't she go with Nike? That's what her man is signed with. This is strategic. Now I'm using your stance by saying it was planned out. But why would you go with a brand that culturally isn't? She's not going with culturally relevant New Balances. If this was calculated, then why wouldn't she go with something that attaches to her man or something close to in the esque of what her man was doing? You would get more clout. You would have a way in the door if that was strategic. Why wouldn't you go with something that's, and if it was strategic also in the same realm, wouldn't you wear something that that's like recently came out, you would know these knowledge that we had.
I'm gonna push back on you, bro. Now, right? Just to let you know, does Nike need the promotion? Does Nike need the promotion?
But I don't. It don't matter what Nike need. You just said that this was
everybody needs promotion from her. Everybody needs promotion from her. There's no company on the planet. There's no company on the planet that it would be smart to turn down advertisement from this chick.
And I 100% agree with you.
Also, the fact that she chose to put on some red New Balances because she was putting on a red football jersey don't mean I'm finna go out and make people buy this shoe. I don't think that was in her head. I'm finna put on this shoe to make it hot. No, she wears New Balance. She's just putting on New Balance. She don't care. It's a red shoe with a red jersey. There are 5 pieces that go better with that jersey than the one she chose to.
I know, but look, I'm gonna tell you. Look, this is why I believe it's not coincidence. And listen to this. This situation, right? Yeah, let me get off this. This situation reminds me of Justin Timberlake wearing Crocs. Like and that emphasis, Justin Bieber, yeah.
Justin with Jordan brand. I'm saying, what are you doing with some Crocs on?
No. I meant Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber wearing Crocs. Thank you for the correction, bro. So from that rhetoric alone, it's really funny that she's worn a 550 that doesn't sell out. Not Soleil Bembry, not a hype 550. She wore the worst, worst 550. A 550 that's gone on sale to come out to show you guys I can make a sneaker that's gone on sell, sell out. That's a flex move. If you, I don't know if you guys agree with me or not. That's a flex move. Like that's telling you I can make anything sell out.
Two things can be true. It is a flex because it's her, and she did that, so it is a flex. But I don't think it was a planned flex. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with that.
That's where we disagree.
I think it was. I think it's
we agreed to.
Yeah, we on the final point, but for different reasons.
yeah. But I'm like, the thing is, the only problem with me is I kind of delve into it too much, and that's just my own curse.
That's what you do. You good? You stand on your argument. That's good. Yeah, that's what you do. That's what you're supposed to do.
But the thing is, like, just to end that, I just feel like, right this moment in time, Taylor Swift is probably the biggest female artist that can actually have the same relevance as Travis if she was given the right space to maneuver in. I'd believe.
Stop
saying stuff that we already know.
The big ass.
You ain't have to say that at all, bro. Let's see what y'all got to say about NBA Media Day. We're gonna lighten it up a little bit. Sorry, audio audience. I'm gonna call out the name of the sneaker so y'all can look them up based on the reactions we give. But this is Chet Holmgren with the KD5 EYBL. What say y'all?
That was a lot of people don't know about the EYBL, and I think that's one of the things that makes it. I hate that people don't know about that, but I did not care for this shoe. I can't even lie to you. It looked like a bowling shoe.
You okay over there, bro? You okay over there? He's dying in the corner, bro.
It looked like a bowling shoe.
Dude, go back up to it. Look at the inside shoe. Don't it look like a bowling shoe?
I don't want to look at it no more. Shout out Kevin Durant, man. Yo, I think DeMar DeRozan is coming for the crown once again this year. He pulled out the shy up tempos.
Yo, those are dope. Those are dope.
We got Ant-Man with his first signature sneaker, the AE1. I like these. That's a basketball.
I need somebody to try these and tell me those joints look stiff as heck. Those joints look stiff. That toe box looks stiff.
Yeah,
that does not look like a flexible shoe.
It looks yayish, real yayish.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I was about to say that. I was really about to say that. It looks like the V3 700.
Yeah.
Slightly.
We got Young Scoot, the new front man for the Portland Trailblazers, already got his signature shoe out there. He said, nah, Melo, I'm gonna show you how to do it. We're gonna get this NIL deal done. I was gonna say it, I ain't gonna say it. We're gonna get this NIL deal done early, and I'm gonna have my shoe before I play my first game.
I'm gonna say Manchester.
No, save it. Then we have the king, the undisputed king of NBA sneakers, PJ Tucker, Jordan.
When you said you called them, when has PJ lost a year in sneakers?
I said DeMar's coming for the crown. DeMar's always coming for the crown.
I was gonna say PJ been running it for what, 5, 6, 7 years?
Longer than that, hell.
Yeah, just keep it consider. It's hard to consider DeMar DeRozan just because he wears nothing but PE Kobe's. Like that's hard to compete with.
But he got more Kobe's than PJ.
He does, but it's hard to
compete. DeMar got a lot of Jordan PEs too, though. He got a lot of.
He need to pull them out. I need to see some.
You remember when DeMar DeRozan was wearing Jordan 10s all year?
Yeah, I remember the video.
And he had 10s that was, Mike Bibby ain't got these 10s.
Yeah, if Mike Bibby ain't got it, you know you tripping.
Quentin Richardson and D. Miles ain't got these. They all got stuff, you know what I'm saying? But PJ ain't got them. You know what I mean? That DeMar had.
He didn't pull them out.
And a lot of them Kobe's that DeMar got, PJ ain't, because DeMar is the official Kobe guy for Nike. You know what I mean? So he get all the, but Legend of Summer threes at Media Day. PJ Tucker.
That's stupid for no reason, man. That's stupid for no reason.
It's funny. You just mistakenly said Justin Timberlake. Hey, man, listen. Need we look at any more? Melo threes and New Balances and Currys and what is this?
Yeah.
What the Kobe 7? Trey Man. We also got Josh Giddey. The Kobe 4.
Yeah. That's a nice block.
Donovan Mitchell got his 5th signature sneaker coming this year.
Colorway kills that shoe.
Aunt Pearl KD's or Desmond Bain. And of course,
just a quick question for you guys.
We're gonna end it with Kyrie. with the anti goon shocks. The Goon Shock Files. Because we know what type of time Kyrie on with these shoe brands, bro. Anta gave him that bag. Flea believes he gonna take some shots on his signature sneakers.
I've got a question for you. What is, for anybody that doesn't know, what is Media Day? Just let anybody that doesn't follow the NBA and just doesn't follow like kind of the American sports. What is Media Day?
NBA Media Day is the official introduction of that year's team. So that's when the athletes are officially introduced. They come out wearing the jerseys. They take the photos together. You got to see, LeBron and AD. AD pulled out the great LeBrons, the Zoom generation, the all gray one. Dame and the Bucks. First photo shoot, him and Giannis together, officially with their jersey, the actual number that they're gonna wear, stuff like that. Teams that revamp their jerseys, they get to show their new jersey for the first time and all that.
So basically the start of the NBA season. This is Media Day. This is like the start. Yeah, we're gonna training camp,
Media Day, all that happens, and then preseason, which is about to pop off today. Actually, no, yesterday. Preseason started yesterday.
No, actually started Friday. Friday and Thursday because they did a game overseas. Dallas and somebody played.
Right. So yeah. It's
and also they take all the photos for like the video montages that they do during the season. That's when they start doing all the photo shoots that come out. Yeah.
Jimmy Butler. Oh my God, Jimmy Butler.
He won Media Day.
Jimmy Butler. We have to expect Jimmy Butler is to NBA Media Day what Clinton Portis was to post-game interviews. Remember Clinton Portis when he used to do the characters after the Commanders games?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler putting on, boy. He a character, boy. And that's gonna be his official photo for the season, just like last year. His official photo was with the dreads. If you go to NBA.com and look up Jimmy Butler, his official photo is gonna be with his hair laid down like Lil Uzi Vert or something. Yeah. Shout out Jimmy Butler, man. He one of the greatest.
Yeah. Moving on to the next quick strike.
Yes, sir.
Things are getting serious in the streets, bro. I'm just saying this. Like, Atmos are now vacating the US. They've got I think they've got 3 stores in the States. They are moving out. They're going back to Japan and Asia to concentrate their operations from back home. It reminds me of slightly of Bait, but it's certain different circumstances totally. It just looks like not only this, but I was hearing yesterday, I think my missus told me yesterday that a renowned German store, Hanon, is closing down as well. Online and storefronts as well. I think that's they've been trading since the 90s. That's closing down. That's 20 years of business gone. Or Atmos is leaving the States. It looks Foot Action, all of that, all of the stuff. So it looks like there's a massive downturn in sneaker sales and not in the sneaker sales, fashion in general. And I think this is just an indication of the current climate as we speak. So a lot of people are going either downsizing or going out of business just because of the certain circumstances around the industry. Cost of living has a massive effect. So times are hard, bro, for all of these retailers at this moment in time. Times are massively hard. And we've seen that with that. I think the early indications after COVID was when sneakers was just sitting, going on sale. Like we talked about the 550s, and most of the Jordan 1s are going on sale. Some of the less desired colorways and silhouettes are going on sale. Companies are downscaling. It's bad time for retailers at the moment.
Well, this is a topic I actually have on the show coming up this week, this Wednesday night, and this is
wait. What happened? What happened Wednesday night, the day after the podcast? What happened?
What
you say you're gonna talk about this where?
On our
what platform?
On the show, on my show.
What show? What's the name of your show?
Oh, my bad. Yo, you can. I'm gonna have it on the show for If the Shoe Fits on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah. If the Shoe Fits, 7 p.m.
Central Standard Time, Wednesday nights, every Wednesday night, the longest IG running show on IG, period.
Go check it out. Definitely 100% good. Check out all the bros. All the bros are on there. And amazing guys, amazing conversations.
Oh, it missed us now because we added Kiki. Big shout out to Kiki for taking over the panel side. So big shout out to her. But this is a topic I'm actually speaking on this week, and I'm glad you brought this up. But I think I'm taking it in a different direction. We're starting to see a trend of smaller brands such as Atmos, Supreme, and other smaller brands be taken on by bigger corporations, and we're starting to see it looks like a good move because it's going to give them. Back in the day, we knew those moves like that would give them more exposure, more control over what they can do, and more distribution. But now with the rolling economy, recessions, things ain't worked out. But also I've seen a lot of the creative pieces that made these stores and boutiques and brands unique have been watered down and dumbed down. Case in point, Supreme. I think Supreme, since they signed that deal to go major a few years ago, you can see we're not clamoring over Supreme. We're not jumping out the box for Supreme. They've had maybe one, at best, 2 releases that were actually, oh my goodness. But this is just showing that the market is changing where it is. Some of this closing doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me.
It's good riddance for me.
I've won one thing off of them. And it wasn't even my size.
I ain't won nothing. I ain't never won nothing from Atmos.
I did the web. Now I'm sorry, I didn't do the web. I did the Twitter, and I won. And they still said, and it was like, you do your entry. I was like size 11. They sent me a size 10.
There was also the backdooring scandal where the employee at the New York store exposed management for backdooring mochas to StockX. So yeah, bro, I ain't damn Atmos. Good riddance. Just a quick comment on Supreme. Andre T-shirt, Ramelzy dunks. Because I like the Air Max 96 OG. I'll say those. And I'll say the trainer, was it Trainer 3 lows?
That was when that last year?
Yeah, that's about it.
Year.
That's about it. That's about it for me.
It's not. I thought the MF Doom. I wore the MF Doom shirt. MF Doom was like
no. I bought the Flight 95s. I got rid of them. I did get rid of them.
This year we got the Supreme Bacons. Don't forget about those. Those came out this year, correct?
The Bacons. Oh yeah, my! Supreme Bacon. Supreme Bacon.
Yeah, I saw the Supreme Bacons though. Yeah,
I saw the Supreme Bacons on feet, bro.
I got the black pair. Yeah,
I should have got them. I
think they've been releasing some special pieces, but I understand what you're saying, bro. So like from me,
Andre T-shirt's the highlight. It's the highlight.
Yeah.
Why didn't they put that on? But why didn't they put that on the hoodie? Did they put that on the hoodie?
I think
they didn't put that on the hoodie.
I've only seen T-shirts.
T-shirts. Like, why would you put that on the hoodie?
Hey man, go ahead, TJ. Because we on the tangent. We on the tangent. You got
it's fine. What I was going to say to you was, I think Supreme were picking it quite massively in 2018, and I think from what happened 2018, 2019, I think what happened. You're right. I think when they signed the deal, they kind of like it went a different tangent, and I don't think they kind of anticipated what could happen in terms of the bigger deal. But like I think. There was the whole Supreme thing reminds me of the NMD phase when we had a couple of years, 2, 3, 4 years when Supreme were kicking it, and then it just kind of because people started moving. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. It got really, really corny really quickly because a lot of sneakerheads were wearing top to bottom for Supreme fits, and it got really hype beastish, and that kind of attracted.
Segue alert.
Yeah.
NMD, you say?
Yeah.
So is Supreme trying to take like a high fashion turn or something? Like you accused last week some of the brands of, and I don't want to trigger you, but you said agenda, and that made us argue, right? Because
Yeah. No, I think
we clarified, but is that what you feel like is going on with Supreme?
No, I think maybe potentially, but I don't see it more. I see it more from Adidas, if I'm honest, because Adidas have got. I think Adidas is trying to set a trend of high-end fashion more because I don't think they can compete with Nike in terms of the sporting game. And the reason why I say that is ever since Kanye has left, they started doing more collaborations with high-end fashion. We're talking about like Moncler, Gucci, Prada, and all of that stuff. And it kind of for me sitting back and looking at that, it kind of reminds. Y3 is obviously Y3. They do a lot of like high-end like Adidas ranges is there as well. So for me, and Y3's always been around, so we know about Y3. But for me, it kind of, why have they not tackled the sporting range more? To get fear of God, and like Jerry Lorenzo is more of is a medium between high-end fashion and sporting wear, and that's where his realm is. For me personally, when I look at Jerry and Fear of God, and that's just dictated on the prices. And we know high-end fashion prices are 1,000. Jerry Lorenzo's is more in the hundreds, and then obviously what the casual wear is more in the smaller hundreds, like 100, 150 to $200 or $250. Even the prices going up, but for me, now you bring this Moncler Adidas to our attention. It just highlighted what I said last week. I think Adidas is trying to swift the trend to high-end fashion casual wear, where Nike is still staying on the sports casual, golf, NFL cleats, NBA wear, all of that stuff is still Nike's realm. And I think Adidas know that, and they know they can't compete in that market. So they're swiftly doing collaborations. They're swiftly doing, like they got this Treehouse of Horror Simpsons collaboration coming. They've got
Star Wars.
Exactly.
Hello Kitty.
So are you saying, so let me ask the question, TJ. So you saying that's a plus for them?
And I think I whether it's a plus or a minus, whether it has secondary impact on the other ranges, which I think it does, because
you have to ask, does it make dollars, or is it existing in a space? Because that's what it boils down to.
It's creating a space. I think it's creating a space for them, but it's also creating some dollar margins. What's that yellow sneaker for, bro?
It's for your favorite company.
But the thing is, it's interesting.
They
like
clout chasing.
But it's interesting. The concept is interesting because ever since Kanye's left, what direction have they taken?
Bro, the Gucci stuff was cool.
And the Gucci stuff actually made some of the other regular sneakers, ZXs sell out, and all of the regular sneakers sell out, because everybody wanted the Gucci pairs. And when they wanted the Gucci pairs, they thought, you know what, there's another sneaker out there that's actually sitting at this moment in time.
That's what you want.
They can actually go
this
get.
This is what you want right here.
This is what you want. That's horrible. You know what?
Can I be? I'll be frankly honest with you guys. I think this is not a plus for Adidas. I don't think their luxury style that they're taking is a plus for them. It's a minus. Matter of fact, they've been in the negative for decades. They just have. So this is not a feat for them. This is a weakness. The fact that they are a big company and they've lost themselves on the fact that they are a shoe company. The fact that they have to choose luxury to exist is a cop-out. A flat-out cop-out. That is not a plus for them. That is laziness. That is, they got caught with, pardon my French, with their pants down. And after Kanye left, and they don't have a direction. Putting out that Prada, that Montclair, that doesn't speak to me. It doesn't speak to the community, because we don't want to spend $650 on a shoe that looks like that nobody's gonna wear. They have proof in that. What happened to the Balenciaga run shoes? I'll wait. So this is not a feat for them. We should be talking about the fact that they are weak-hearted, that they won't make the move to get into those spaces they have rightfully earned over decades. They were relevant. They lost relevant because they got arrogant. They got stuck in their ways. Nobody told them, hey, bud, you might want to go take a shower. Your stuff stinks. That's what happened to them. So we're not finna give them no pass. We're not finna say the product was cool. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It had a run. That's all it had. It did what it was supposed to do. But we're not gonna sit up here and act like Adidas did some stuff this year that we should get him a thumbs up. The fear of God is a joke. Jerry missed his window 3 years ago. We all know that. We hope for Jerry because Jerry is a real cat. But we all know Jerry missed his window. Come on now. You know how much the TI is. Come on, man. You know that.
Oh man.
I think I agree with you, bro. I wholeheartedly agree with you, and everything you said, I agree with you. I think it's on that thing. I think we're kind of for number one, we're looking at it from a sneakerhead point of view.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Yeah,
and I'm always playing the devil's advocate. Like now, we got to look at it from the other point of view, the other spectrum, the spectrum that we don't identify with.
I pull curtains over here. I pull curtains over here. We're gonna talk about something. Like I pull curtains,
which is casual wear. People that see other people wear high end stuff than not like people want to try and do that. So,
No.
So it's hard for me to equate $650 for that shoe y'all just showed What I
They try to appeal to us.
less than 500 for.
We might be the lowest common denominator for this shoe right here. Like this is top range, bro. We'll sooner pay $650 for a shoe that release for $200 before we do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
it's hard.
So
you know what?
If they go in there the high fashion people, then okay, whatever. Y'all do whatever y'all do.
Oh, bro. I can tell you this. Like, I agree with that. They were aiming for us as well, and I think it was shots fired everywhere to see who gets hit, and it didn't really hit with the sneakerhead community.
Rappers don't buy this. Rappers and celebrities will buy this.
Yeah. But the thing is, the whole marketing like, bro, when you say a disconnected franchise, that is a disconnected franchise to me personally. Because if they wanted to do a high end sneaker, they would have had the high end runway to do it with high end celebrities to promote it, to get the notoriety. Like we just talked about Taylor Swift wearing 550s. Why isn't Adidas saying Taylor Swift will go and wear our Gucci's, Adidas Gucci's, and promote them?
Oh no. Not the Gucci's, but this NMD looking thing. Boot.
I know that.
Boot hiker jacket. It look like a jacket for your feet. It got a poncho that come with it and everything. Ain't nobody doing all this, bro. It's a whole tent.
I thought I was looking at the Travis Scott Air Trainer ones again for some reason. Yeah. But yeah, what I was gonna say is, if the marketing is not there to justify the promotion of that sneaker, like if you're sitting here and saying, look, I want to sell this sneaker, I want to sell this £1,000 sneaker and this $12,000 suitcase that comes with it, right? I want to sell it. How am I going to sell it? I'm going to take pictures of it. Oh, well, that's fine. People are going to look at it and sleep on it. But get a celebrity in, get somebody in that can sell your gear, like that will increase your sales. Don't do that.
Look, I don't think the average sneakerhead is really even going to see this unless they shop at LV, which is this store over. I don't even know where the store at. Actually, LVR. Okay. And I ain't know about nothing from them either. Their rewards program is so whack, bro. They got one of the wackest rewards systems I've ever seen. You can't enter a raffle unless you done bought something from them before.
Well, Dior did the same thing.
Right, but they deal in high end stuff. But the point I'm trying to make is, you only see Mercedes commercials on certain channels. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So unless you tuned in to this type of stuff, which I happen to be coincidentally, it ain't gonna come across your radar for you to even care or want to buy it or like it enough to want to.
But the thing is, this Moncler agreed, but all the other collaborations I don't, because basically they kind of threw it at the sneakerheads, to threw it like the Gucci's, they threw it at the sneakers. Look at this is what we're creating, right? And we kept.
Guess what? When Jordan Brand did a Dior collab, we ran to it and we sold it out. Ain't nobody Adidas to get no high end sneaker.
And I will like to say this, because I did go hard at Adidas. I think my passion for that is because I'm disappointed in them.
Because they trash.
Because that was the Nike and Adidas war, and Nike versus anybody war was always fun to watch. It sparked creativity. But the way that Adidas has approached their business model now, we don't want to play in that high-end fashion world. We want to play within the realm of what we're accustomed to, what you were accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? So my passion is just saying, because I don't think Jerry's a failure, or I just think that it's just he missed when he should have struck when the iron was hot. We wanted your shit. We want we sat there, and then when he's done. So I'm angry because I want to root for Jerry. I want to root for Adidas because it sparks competition. But when you're playing, when you've just shifted the rules, and you're just like, you've taken your ball and then you've blown up the court. How do you do? I'm going to judge you off what you've done.
Bro,
and I'm disappointed that they've done this to themselves.
It's sad that there's never a fear of God Yeezy. It's sad for Adidas. That there's the fear of God Yeezy don't exist.
Oh, that would never happen.
You don't think so?
No.
Jerry and Kanye back together doing shoes together?
No. That'll never happen. Jerry was one of the. If you remember that crew, what do you remember about that crew? Jerry was the last one to come out big out of that crew. That crew was what? Kanye, Don C, Virgil, Farnsworth, Bentley, and him. So Bentley was doing his own. He really wasn't considered, but he was just kind of the face of like when he did the fashion stuff. But you remember, out of all three of those, who was the last one to come out of that? That was Jerry. Jerry he wanted distance in his own space, and he created that.
And he struck.
So I don't see him we already seen the essence. Even with the Nike Fear of God 1, we saw the essence of a Yeezy. I don't want to see them mixed together because he was already drawing inspiration. And Kanye is a big. He won't 90%.
I think it would have happened.
I don't see it. It'd be hard. Would I like to see it? I'm done with Kanye, so no.
Well, I think it should have happened. Not could have. I think it should have happened.
Like you said,
3-4 years ago. When Jerry when he first left Nike and Yeezys were still outselling Jordans at the time. Yeah, it should. I think it should.
Why didn't you strike? Like, I'm curious. That'll be the first question I ask Jerry. What took you so long?
It's not him. It's them.
Like, no, but he has. Listen, as much money as they paid him. No, that's not. That's
he can only do.
Yeah, that's the right way I'm looking at it. It's 50-50 till you give me some more information. It's 50-50. I need more information because this doesn't make no sense to me.
Do you feel Jerry went quite quiet after Nike, but do you think he moved back and started looking at his own Fear of God company and Essentials rather than kind of concentrating on Adidas, because there was like more of a disconnect with Adidas. Maybe the situation with Kanye kind of delayed his progress. I like there's like, I think at that time and at that circumstances were against him, so he kind of fell back into the Fear of God lane. So let me just do my Fear of Gods until we have more clarity with Adidas and their strategy.
But no, I really do think that Adidas is smart enough. They saw this shit coming. They saw Kanye going downhill. So you mean to tell me those billionaires and investors that had inside information? We've seen NFL, you've seen soccer clubs know stuff before it happened. So you mean to tell me this big ass company didn't know that this was coming down here and didn't say, well, let's activate somebody?
Bro, I think they knew. And the thing is, I think they knew. I think it was... obviously historical meetings within the Adidas range of what was said. I think they had enough catalyst to kind of ounce him, but they didn't suspect Kanye.
They didn't expect that rollback, the kickback. Yeah, they didn't expect that real bad kickback. Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of factors, but I have to put the blame on both of them. I'm not giving both of them.
Yeah.
Because it's just we don't have enough. I'm just going off what I feel, and because I love Jerry and I root for Jerry. I have 6 pair of Fear Gods, and you know what I'm saying? Like I want to have him in my collection, but I feel like why was it strategically halted? Why was it? Like, and I agree, and we saw that he took off his Essentials in the year he's been absent. Essentials been going good.
Crazy.
Yeah, and I think that's where most of the concentration went.
You gotta make your money.
Sometimes you need to kind of
make your money.
And this is the same thing with going back to the Atmos situation. This is the same thing with Atmos. I think, like, right this moment in time, right, I'm going to be honest, 100% honest. And nobody out there, especially unless you're delivering stuff, unless you need to be there, you don't need to be there. And this is especially if you like people that work from home now, because you can kind of log on from home and do your work. Because if you don't need to be in the office, you don't need to be in the office. Simple. See what I'm saying? That's a bonus. I work 50% of the time at home, 50% of the time in the office, because I just need to be in the office sometimes. But the situation with Atmos and the situation with other boutiques that aren't originally from the States are moving out of the States, because I feel like right this moment in time, and when I look at the corporate GOTM, is a prime example of a sneaker.
Yeah.
And when you look at the box, it's got every single boutique in different regions, like on there to kind of highlight that. So now, as a global competitor, you're thinking, Atmos is thinking, do I really need to be in the States? And everybody's like, do I need to really be in the States? Because you know what? Nike's going to ship my product globally if I've got collaboration with them. And globally, I can still sell my units in Japan or Asia or China or Germany, because shipping is quite like I know Q, you got arguments with retailers in the UK not shipping to the States. That's a different matter. But
I'm talking about the UK. I'm talking about Japan.
Yeah, but like think of it this way: over the corporate COJPs were always limited to Japan.
Yeah.
Exactly. But now we get them everywhere. Like you got the Air Max 1 COJPs, bro. COJPs are coming out. We got the Silver Titan, Midnight Navies, Jordan 1 COJPs. They came out everywhere. Corporate got them. I didn't think that was going to come out everywhere, but they went everywhere. Like right this moment in time, as a boutique, I'm like, bro, if I start a boutique right this moment in time, call it wherever, Nike gives me a contract and says, do you want to come to the States? I'll be like, nah, I'm fine here, bro. I can do everything here, and you're gonna any collaboration I've got, you're gonna ship globally. So why do I need to be in a different country?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I agree. Working from home makes a difference.
Exactly. So
at the very least, they need a US website. But to hell with Atmos, I ain't never trying to shop with them no more. Unless they come out with a collab. The only thing I want from them is a sneaker, and I don't even want to try to get it from them. I want to get it from. I'm on my some Nike or something.
Yeah, but like simple as right. If you're, what's the easiest way to save money in any retail company? Any retail company is what's the easy way to save money? Storefronts. Shut down your storefront. Shut down your. I know you're gonna get rid of some employees. Saving money from that aspect saves you a lot of money. Yeah. That's the whole point.
Oh yeah, that's the point. Getting rid of bills for that you pay all your overhead. You're getting rid of all the overhead for that. You're getting rid of the rent. You're getting rid of if you own the property, you're getting rid of the taxes. You're getting rid of employees, and you're getting rid of bills and shipping. Loss prevention, all that.
You're getting rid of all that. Plus, you have to think about this. The experience has gone down. Look at the customer experience. Like we don't remember when we used to go to stores, we could get knowledge, we can have conversations. We don't have that anymore. The fashion has been robotics where it's all the same. Like it's just any mall you go to, it's all the same. It's repetitive. And I think that's the reason why we shop online, because guess what? We have more diversity. We have more, there's no regional sections because we here in the States, TJ, I used to do this with shoes and clothes. Regional stuff, like it was in the South, you only get this, West Coast, up north. You knew, even when Jordan brand, you had East Coast, West Coast, you had different ones that came out.
Mm-hmm.
So, but now that it's global, we don't have, we break those boundaries, because I live in Arkansas, and we still get the basic stuff. We don't get the H&M stuff when I go to Texas or when I've been to Atlanta, the H&Ms or just different things. Even the Champs and the Foot Lockers look different in the stuff they have. So it's different. But now online, I'm getting everything I can get.
You know what? The Passport Dunks, the SB Passport Dunks, is a prime example of those of how far sneakerdom has come in terms of like internationally, like for the actual origins of the Passport Dunks to be separate regions, where you have to go to separate regions to pick up the dunks that you wanted, and now those Passport Dunks were like readily available for everybody to enjoy globally. That just goes to show how advanced. And I don't think we're ever going to get regional specifics unless it's intentionally done so, and even then it's still easy to go into the aftermarket to pick it up. So for that, it's such a benefit for sneakers to be in the age we are at this moment in time, because it's so easy to pick up the sneakers you want,
bro.
Because I did those with the denim 3s. I got the ones with the heel tab was different. I had the Euro stuff on that one.
And it also like that with the Chicago, the Unite 3s. Only the U.S. and the city of Chicago specifically had access to the Shy pairs, and we got the Nike pairs. Everybody else got Nike pairs. You couldn't. You didn't have access to the Chicago pair overseas.
Unless you. Yep.
Yeah.
So like TJ said, unless you went to the aftermarket.
Yeah, exactly. But just on that, it's beautiful to be in the sneaker world at this moment in time. But next, quick strike, bro. Let's have a look at this awesome thing that the NCAA is doing. They're introducing the nil in college football. I'm going to say nil because Q's going to laugh at me. It's NIL. I know it's NIL. I off camera, I said, "Yo, bro, have you heard about this nil thing as well?" We talk about this nil thing. You know, NIL. You mean NIL? It's NIL, bro, not nil. NIL. I got corrected real quick.
You know what the hell I mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
And what does nil mean, bro? For the NCAA?
The boys getting their money, man.
Basically, it's basically a way that they get paid.
Image likeness deals that college players been able to get for the past few years. Only it's a little. I'm a little indifferent about it. I appreciate college players being able to make legal money. However, only top tier players, are going to be able to do that. It's not unfair, but it is a little unfortunate for the players that don't play well enough to be able to get these deals. But the deals, like I was just talking about Scoot Henderson, he was one of the best players. He was making money. He got his shoe deal early. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now with the NBA, I wish it was so with the NFL and with college football, where the players can go somewhere other than the NCAA, but the fact that they can make money now is a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, this deal was well overdue. We saw the repercussion from the Michigan State. The Michigan Wolverines with all that, with the Fab Five. We saw the downfall of that, which really kind of this NL kind of really started from a video game. Just being keeping it a buck. If you remember
NCAA 14, right?
Yeah, and had Ed O'Bannon and the O'Bannon.
Wait. That wasn't 14. That was 04.
No, it wasn't 14. No.
04.
That was UCLA's big run. That was in the 2000s. But if you remember, they used to make college football. And you could play with the players, and the players is like, "Yo, you making $1 billion off this, and we don't see a dime, but you're using our likeness." So when he got his legal representation, it took a couple years to get this deal, but it allows college students to make money off their likeness, but all in a legal way that the NCAA won't violate them. If you go do something amateur, which is off your time, and you want to get paid for your professionalism. There was really no rite of passage to be able to get them for students to keep their college eligibility and not cross the line of being an amateur athlete.
Once you make professional money, you're no longer eligible for amateur sports.
Yeah, so this is a bridge work. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a lot of college kids struggle. Like you hear about the sandwich bags and the handshakes for great performances. I mean, you can look at docs, bro. Look at Broke. The ESPN 30 for 30.
That was very good. That was a good one.
There was a bunch of them. They're football and basketball.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
About collegiate sports, where a guy will, let's say you're the best defender on the team. This a bowl game, and you make 4 sacks. After the game, some random dude that you never seen before walk up to you, pat you on the back, shake your hand, tell you good game. And when you let your hand go, you got $100 for every sack you just made.
Yeah.
And by the time you pick your head up, this dude then disappeared as if he's a ghost. You know, so he was never there. You don't know his name. you couldn't get a good enough look at his face because he coming in the middle, right in the middle of the celebration. Everybody, yeah. Here come this dude. Yeah, he jumping next to you and everything. Yeah, good game. And shake your hand. And it's like, wait a minute, that was NIL before NIL because it was illegal. But
players watch Blue Chips. Go watch Blue Chips. He got game. It really kind of tells you what they were getting, which was a violation, is now they're not handing you hundreds after the game. You just legally you have to set up an account. You have to go through so you can get your property money. So
there was a Netflix documentary I watched the other day about the NBA. Was it amateur? Not an NBA, the amateur leagues and NCAA. Yeah, basically. The guy was taking, this is probably totally different, but the guy, to sustain his living in terms of being a college athlete, who was taking bribes and fixing matches or point shaving.
I think that's the ref. That's the ref. That was the ref, the white guy that was betting on games. And I know what you're talking about. Donahue. Was it Donahue?
Donahue.
Yeah. I watched that. That was quite intriguing because now I think this helps a lot of athletes that are actually in that realm to actually kind of self-sustain, to not take those risks to actually point shave or to take bets or to kind of damage their image. It kind of just helps them to kind of sustain a college lifestyle potentially if you're in that realm or in that remit to actually sell your likeness.
Well, I believe things will settle down and go back to more of what they were because only the top tier athletes are going to be able to get these deals. Everybody ain't going to be Shedeur Sanders. Everybody ain't going to be what's the kid from USC? Caleb Williams. Everybody ain't Caleb Williams and Shedeur. Everybody ain't Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't every basketball player ain't Flage. Or Angel Reese. Yeah. So the other players on the teams, they're still struggling. They still coming from wherever they come from with whatever issues that they have, and it's going to be the same experience for them. Some of them probably won't be able to get the type of benefits that they would have got before NIL now because of NIL.
Yeah.
So these boosters, they're going to be less likely to want to do these handshakes and be buying cars and paying your mama rent and all that stuff because you get your NIL bag and the other players, just the other players.
Yeah. Do you think it'll cause some disparity between college athletes?
100%.
You reckon it's going to be more decisive?
It is already. That's what I just spoke on. I've seen Caleb Williams and Shedeur Sanders on commercials. I ain't seen I think I might have seen maybe one or two more, but we talking about national spotlight that these guys are getting. I ain't talking about, the local stuff, the car dealership or the local.
Well, that's an avid thing though. We don't discount that because I watch a lot of Brave stuff and I have the ACC channel too, cause I'm a Florida State fan. And regionally, I've seen Florida State, Beers, which is one of our top line. He's a first round pick, linebacker, a defensive end, and I saw him on commercials. Yes, right. on ACC. So they're not getting the national, as Q was saying, but that local, they're getting that. You're getting that locally, but you only see it if you're local. We have. I don't watch a lot of news here. But when I do, fast forward, I see Arkansas football athletes in homegrown commercials during the news, during, different things like that. So they're getting that local money, that small local money. You know what I'm saying? But it's it's really local. It's levels.
Mm-hmm. It's levels. Definitely levels to it, bro. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I agree.
Hopefully some of those lower tier players ain't got to deal with some of the issues that they would have had to deal with because the boosters ain't giving out the money to the big time players. They should pay it forward, man, and let the rest of them players eat, man. Spread it around.
How much money you got in your hand over fish?
You ain't got to give it. You ain't got to give it to the top players now. So give it to the rest. But
exactly.
How likely is that? We don't know. Yeah. Next quick strike, bro. Was that a good impersonation?
Yes.
Yo, this is early. I just wanted to do this. I don't even know how long this conversation gonna go, but Dornbecker is coming back in November.
Yep.
And they're giving us a 3. It's 6 sneakers, but I ain't heard nothing about none of the other sneakers. We get the 3.
All right.
Well, you know,
what you say?
I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything on it.
Oh,
you
no,
know,
let's go.
Yeah, I haven't. Well, you know, if you're in, there it is, right there. You see it at the bottom right. Hold that right there. You see who it's presented by. So we'll probably see, if you in the Soul Savage community, you'll get the firsthand look at a lot of the stuff. I don't, to truthfully be honest with you, I don't want them touching the 3. I don't want to see I don't want to see a repeat of the 3. I don't want to see a repeat of another kid's shoe.
What?
We have a DB3.
Oh no!
We get another DB3.
Yeah, before we go into the argument, let's go and see the sneakers first and give our opinion. Then we can go delve into this discussion.
I'm not making the base of my opinion. I just don't want to see. I want to see different iterations of Jordans. If we've already checked this box, let's continue to move forward. Let's continue to get another one. I think for me, if I created something and now I'm still alive and I'm a survivor and I created something, I don't want to see. I'm selfish. I don't want to see nobody go make it again, especially on this magnitude. I'm sorry. I don't want to see nobody, like, if it's good, it's good. I'm going to cop. But it's kind of like, bro, I know he did it, dog. Leave it alone. Get something else. I'm being selfish. I know. But I'm a real, like, we have a DB1, we got a DB2. Like, we should keep going. What else we need? We got the 6, we got the 7, the 8. We got a 9. We can keep going. What y'all afraid of?
Bro, you're like, allow these kids. This is my sneaker. You ain't touching this again.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't want to see, like, that's a air. Do you understand that DB, those runs of DB3s, DB4s, that was a culture, that was a pocket of time. And that meant a lot. And I don't think them doing it again is diminishing what they've done. I'm just making it. I'm just saying I don't want to see another 3 because
Q's got something to
that
say.
young man already did a 3. Like, I don't want to see another DB4. I don't care. I don't want to see another DB4. Sorry.
Go on, Q.
God keeps it real.
I 100% disagree with everything you just said.
That's your
100% disagree with everything you just said.
That's your right.
Now, question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see Cole Johansson's 3 come back?
Who?
Cole Johansson, the original.
Well, yeah, I would. If I didn't have a pair, yes.
Would you be mad if you had a pair if they came back? I mean, you got them, right?
Yeah, I had the DB3s. Mm-hmm.
And you'll be mad if they came back the same?
I don't mind if they come back the same because they did the same thing with the DB6.
Right. That's what I was going with.
They did the exact same thing. So I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem re-releasing stuff. It's the fact that it's just like Amanier. 1, 2, 3. Like, they jump from 5 to 3. You know, they've done that, but they're checking off boxes to go up the line of Jordan.
I think what you're saying, bro, is basically re-release the iconic pair. Don't take the shine off something that's already been iconic in the DB.
Bro, hold on.
I can understand that. I can understand that slightly.
Hold on. You can understand. I don't care what you understand. I don't. We got 1 through 14 already.
Keep going.
Where?
What Jordan are we on?
What DB Jordan you want? You want that? You want a DB 38? That what you want?
If it looks good, if they can change it up.
Nah, I want 3s, bro.
I'll take a DB 16. Give me a DB 17.
I'll take
a DB 18.
I'll take a 16. I'll take a 16. I'll take a 23.
Yeah, like, we have some more. We have more iconic Jordans you can do something with.
They can't make no more.
To go to a 3,
ain't no icon.
That is a quick way to get to the bag. I'm not mad at you Because the 3 gonna sell.
What if it's better than the last one?
I told you I would get it. I'm not hating on the young man.
Want it. No, you don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it.
How you gonna tell me what I want?
You just said you didn't want it.
No, I said, but I think you're missing my argument. My argument is this. We've already done a Jordan 3.
Yeah, let's do it.
We've already checked the box.
That was 2014,
for my personal reasons, I don't want to see another Jordan 3.
So
the DBs are specially made for these kids fighting illnesses, and some of them have died. I don't want to see if you want to resurrect what they did, I'm fine with that. But if we've already done an iteration of a shoe, I don't want, and we haven't, you're not allowing us in what you've done with the 6 to reach back, then why don't we just reach back with the DB3 and bring it back? You know what I'm saying? There's other iterations.
Bring back the 5. We don't need the 3 no more.
Yeah, we don't. Exactly. Why don't you do it and figure out what you want to redo?
Just for me and TJ. For nobody else.
Yeah, I totally agree. I don't have a problem with them re-releasing something that they already have. My issue I feel if you've already done a 3, let's do something else. We don't need to bring back a 3. Now, that's why I said, even with that, I said if it looks good, I'll cop. I'm not knocking anything from the young man. But I'm saying why can't we everybody's following the law. You don't see you're going back and doing another 3. You didn't see all the other, but they're not reaching back to do something again unless it's a friend.
I'm glad
everybody ain't bringing out 6 sneakers every time they drop either. Only Dornbecker does that. So they got way more collabs. Dornbecker has the most collabs.
I'm just glad I'm neutral to this because I can actually agree with both of you.
You ain't neutral because you disagree with me already. So you on your
stuff. We agree. No, I
don't like it. I don't like it.
I love the fact that they're doing another 3. I haven't seen it. I want to see it. I kind of understand you, bro, because basically it's taken some shine off the original 3. But I think Dornbecker can't gatekeep. Or Nike can't gatekeep the silhouettes. Like for instance,
if the kid want a 3, give the kid the kids pick the shoe, right?
And that's a fair thing to say. And I'm not taking that away. I'm not saying he shouldn't have been afforded that. He could have, because I believe they go into it and they're allowed to pick or whatchamacallit. They can pick the shoe they want. Yeah. I'm not arguing the steps.
I wouldn't look, bro. I'm waiting to see the sneakers. Show me the sneakers, bro.
Yeah. We ain't seen them yet. One of us gonna end up showing you because we both members of Soul Savvy, so we'll see them as soon as they drop. We gonna get.
So we don't know what they look like.
Ain't no picture yet. That's why I say I'm early on this. You know what I mean? But I wanted to talk about it, and I'm glad I decided to talk about it. I didn't know that Mr. Miller hated Dornbecker 3s.
I didn't hate Dornbecker 3s. When did you hear me say I hate Dornbecker 3s?
It's okay, bro. It's okay. You entitled to.
You the one that got all huffy puffy. I want my ball to go home. I'm like, dog, what's the conversation? Like, what you took me saying I don't want to see it again. No. You didn't hear nothing else I said. But this man thought I talked to him bad. He was like, nope. No. What?
You know what? This situation.
I had a fair argument by just saying I just don't want to see another iteration. If it looks good, I'm gonna copy it. I'll support the young man. But I think I think you can't tell me that if the DB4s drop at the end of this one, the community will turn on his heads.
You know what this situation sounds like. I don't want to eat this jerk chicken, rice and peas and plantain from this company, but you know what? It smells so good. It's still sitting there. I'm still gonna eat it. I'll still eat it. If you want to insist, I'll still eat this. Don't worry. It's gonna taste slightly different, maybe a little bit more spicy, but I'll still eat this, bro.
When it all drops, we need to have a conversation. We all three need to have a conversation about it. And just talk about it, and we can revisit this conversation.
Yeah.
Q won't respond to my text message. He won't unfollow me and nothing like that. I done made him mad.
Ain't nobody doing all that, man.
He gave me a red card, y'all. He gave me a red card.
You know what? You take your red card, Mr. Miller.
Violation.
I'm not gonna claim responsibility for that red card, okay?
But before we move on to main topic, just two little things just to touch, just quickly. This doesn't need to be long. Born and Raised sales for their actual SB Dunk Low were some of them were cancelled over the last couple of days, and they were cancelled for just to kind of satisfy some friends and family pairs. Obviously, it looks like they oversold their pairs and they didn't have enough friends and family, so they cancelled some of their orders to give to friends and families. How does that make you feel?
Sad.
I know, bro. It might trigger you because you've had pairs cancelled. And you fought the retailers. Yeah, you too, bro, as well. Like, but how does it make you feel like hearing that some of these companies are cancelling pairs just to give to friends and families because they didn't kind of satisfy the realm of their friends and family remits?
To be honest with you, I think it's very unfortunate for the people that won fairly and squarely. I think there should be a lot more accountability and responsibility for these companies that do this. If you don't know about the way this stuff works, is that anytime you do a raffle, you're entering into a pool in your size. The inventory is already set. So these problems that they're having that we're starting to see a little bit of an uptick on, this should not be happening in the community. It should not be. You know how many pairs you got. And if I paid for it, you better make it right. And that's my problem. They send this, and they know the magnitude. Look at the magnitude of that dunk. Look at the resale of that dunk. And you mean to tell me all you can send me was a generic email that you sent 20, 30, 40, 50 people? Do you understand that they should be honestly doing a lot more to be held accountable? Listen, you can take your butt right over to StockX and go, and you're going to expense that, and you're going to write that off. It wouldn't be anything to you. Because the fact that they have done this, even my boy Rick, they did the same thing to his wife with the Kobe's. With the halos for his wife on her birthday weekend. Typed up, I helped him. We sat together and typed up, hey, will y'all please give me something? Say, hey, the next big shoe that comes out will give you. It's the fact they don't even want to work with you. It's the fact that they pacify your feelings with this email. We made a mistake. Here's 10%. What am I going to do with 10%? What am I going to do? So these companies need to be held a lot more accountable for when they make mistakes like this. That's not right, and we should be awarded something.
Yeah, that's 10% of a whole load of nothing at this moment in time. Like for me,
you picked up $8 in tax.
Yeah. For me, I agree with you, but like, look, I'm gonna give some leeway to Born and Raised. I know one of the co-founders passed away. I know some of those merch shipments kind of got damaged in the floods and stuff like that. So I kind of give you some leeway to.
No. I'm not gonna let you bail them out.
I'm not trying to bail them out.
Bad business. You leeway, bail out. Whatever, anything. Bad business is bad business. We can separate these things, bro. The release got postponed, first of all. So they had ample time to get their business together.
And Nike sent them pairs. Nike gave all the pairs to them.
And so that wasn't Born and Raised who got flooded.
It was a different boutique.
That had to do with Nike, then it had to do with Born and Raised. So bad business is bad business.
Let me just finish what I was going to say. For last but not least, I don't like this whole philosophy of trying to kind of do what they've done, cancel orders and stuff like that, because like the worst thing for any sneaker, and I've been there, bro. I know both of you being there as well. Is when you call up. And like, suppose you won, say, suppose you won Travis Scott or Born and Raised or SB or Ben and Jerry's Dunk, whatever it is, right? You won it, you legitimately won it. They cancel your order, and you call them to say why you cancel my order. They have no compassion for you because and to be honest, let's be honest, everybody you call is on the phone call is not sneakerheads anyways. They don't understand the market. They don't understand how hard it is sometimes to get some of these really hard releases, and then with that compassion, all they end up doing is checking stock, saying they haven't got stock. Sorry, we can't fulfill your order, and then leave it at that. And it's really like I think Nike and a lot of all the other brands need to do a lot more, especially the boutiques, do need to do a lot more and be a lot more sympathetic for people that actually try really hard to get these releases and put all their effort in. And they need to understand that some of these sneakers you just can't go and get. They cost thousands in the resale market. So when you break somebody's, I'm going to say this, break somebody's happiness, because when some of these sneakers come in and the euphoria you get from copying these sneakers is so big.
See that congratulations.
Yeah. For some people, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be really honest, especially after the Balvin 3 release. Some people are really mentally not there. And for people to get a sneaker and not get a sneaker, it means a whole load more than it could mean to another person. So the brand need to be very, very, very sympathetic.
Conscious. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Why can't they just say, hey, on the next, we'll give you like for like. So the next drop, whatever you want in your size, like that would make a hell of a lot of difference.
Yeah.
Just that simple gesture. Just that something. Hey, we can't get you on this. I'll get you on the next one. Whenever you want, email us and you will have that shoe. We will ship it day of drop. Like this is it's simple. We would be like, cool. So the next big drop, you're gonna get your size.
You got me. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Like that's simple. Like why won't they do that? I don't know.
It's almost showing that you care, that you're a consumer. And you know what? And I said this the other day. I said this to the podcast the other time. We have more power than we think we do. And unfortunately, until we wise up to that, until let's be honest, right? 100% honest. If all of us didn't pick up sneakers, these brands will be begging for us to pick up these sneakers. We got to realize that.
You're right.
Yeah, but yes. Last thing. Who's excited about the Spizikes coming out next year?
Nobody.
I am.
Wasn't needed. It looked nice though. I mean, the white navy pair looks nice, but it's just not needed.
I don't care about the stuff that's coming out next year. I've been going deep diving back into all the Spizike that released in 2012 to 14, bro. I was like, and this is not only recent. I've been doing this for the last couple of years, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, man, they need to release some of these pairs. Some of these pairs are like nearly 9 to 10 years old or 11 or 12 years old. I don't want to wear them because I know they're gonna blow out on me. I need
Come on, play that game, bro. It's the rite of passage, baby. Go ahead, blow them out. Retire them. You gotta blow them out, baby. Sometimes you just gotta walk that thin line and see what happens. I did that when I wore my DB4s. I'm waiting for them suckers to crack more, and they ain't done nothing. I wear them once a month. I walk around the house for 15, 20 minutes to make sure they keep they goodness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do that. But if they crumble.
Yeah, I know Spizike lows are coming out next year, but I also heard a funny rumor that the highs might be coming out, or the normal regular Spizikes might be coming out. So that in itself is a bit exciting for me because I for me, I do love hybrid sneakers. I'm really honest. And the MVP, like the Jordan MVP to me, if it was a more premium sneaker, I can understand it. I do understand it. I do understand that 312s I like. I've got the Toro Bravo 312 because I think it's a dope sneaker. Some of the silhouettes colorways are dope. Spizike, that's one of them. That's another sneaker I think. They need as soon as the right colorway comes, I'm definitely picking it up. 100%.
Just don't need it.
Yeah. So, but I understand it's not a necessity, but I like it.
Two pairs, you gonna get 2 pairs? You like, man, I'm not getting there. But you know what kind of sucks about it though? It's just like I don't feel like Nike and Jordan Brand really do listen to the community like it needs to be listening to the community. I think this is a prime opportunity for them to like. There's stuff that we're clamoring for, and there's stuff that should just have been re-released just to be re-released. And I think a lot of the choices they make with certain, and they give certain brands their shoe, and it's kind of like it creates a cycle of redundancy of what we want, and it's not what we want. Other stuff. Look how long we clamored for. How long for the Jordan 12 cherries to release? How long did y'all claim? We claim how they teased us for that. Yeah, and we finally get them this year. Like they listen, but they don't listen. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah. But bro, I like. I've said this to Q multiple times. It's like a tease, bro. Like how many times do we want the Taxi 12s to come out? And how many like they give us like 3 different variations of the same thing that we want, but like not exactly. Yo, that's happening. That's always going to happen, bro. Like how many times do you want the military blues to come out? How many times have they teased military blacks? A prime example. I agree. We're gonna give you the military blacks. Like we'll give you that, but we'll give you something similar. Or crimsons. Oh, we're gonna give you the crimsons, but thunder. Like, yo, bro, that happens, bro.
That sounds about right.
Look, bro, Lost and Found Chicago ones, right? How many times did everybody clamor onto that? We want the Lost and Found. We want the Chicago one. Well, we'll give you a Chicago one. We're going to give you we'll give you a rendition of it, like a little dress rehearsal. Same thing with most of these silhouettes. Like the next big thing is, I keep saying this, is the white cement 4. After the military blue, white cement 4 is the only sneaker that they're going to clamor on to that Jordan 4 to keep teasing to you. We've seen it already, bro. There's so many sneakers that almost could be white cement 4s. Yeah. So everyone wants that white cement 4.
I was talking to Q last time. Q, if you remember this conversation we was having, like we was talking about what we were going to cop by the end of the year. And I think me and you were both at like less than 3 or 4 shoes. I think you was at like 2. And you can kind of tell that it's going back to they're not giving us what we really want. Like they're not appealing to us in a certain way. I'm not putting that as a whole blame, but it's very odd that I've come into the last quarter of sneaker copping and I've got maybe less than 3 or 4 pairs of shoes to close out the next 3 months. Like that is very odd to me. Very odd.
Yeah. The spacing and the timing on some of the releases.
Yeah, you feel me?
That we really wanted. The rumors about this OG versus that OG. The anniversary years, not getting the pairs that we expect or we would like to get on anniversary years, like all that stuff. Like the year was, what happened to the Raptor 7?
Yeah.
What happened to
the like where they skipped over that and gave us the Cardinal. Nothing wrong with the Cardinal. The Cardinal did an excellent job.
What happened? What happened to the Legend Blues 11s that were supposed to be coming out this year? Well, might come out next year.
The 11 thing, that's a toss up. That's gonna always be a toss up. But I'm talking about the anniversary years. The year of the 5 was the year of the 5. The year of the 6 was the year of the 6.
Yeah, we got
7 was not the year of the 7.
It was not year of the 8.
The year of the 8, we got a playoff.
it's really interesting that like they I'm gonna say something that's gonna be like, I don't know if it's gonna hit with you guys, but like for one, you will see that with popular silhouettes. We don't see that with unpopular silhouettes. The year the 7, the year the 8, year the 9, year the 10, we're not gonna see the years be predominantly for that sneaker, because I don't think from a Nike and Jordan perspective, those sneakers don't sell out. And 5s semi sell out, 6s semi sell out, and it depends on the region. Or in the UK, it doesn't as much. But they know silhouettes like 7s and 8s sell out globally. So I don't think they push them out like they should do, like we want them to.
Good call. I like it.
But like 8 disappeared.
Yeah, playoff 8, bro, that disappeared.
Disappeared too. just like the Bordeaux 7 would have disappeared too.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I think they're just saving them for a rainy day. To be honest, like I think they kind of.
It rained last year.
Yeah,
it rained a lot last year.
Why I don't like about this, the whole industry itself, is basically the chew, spit, and repeat kind of process that they do with every silhouette. They basically chew it up, spit it out, and then repeat it with a different silhouette. And we've seen that with Dunks, we've seen that with Jordan 1s, we're seeing that a lot. We like the next thing at the moment is Jordan 4s and Jordan 3s. It kind of, it makes me feel like just slow down. Do special releases, mass quantity releases of those special silhouettes, decrease the saturation, and don't make sure there's no differential with yourselves. If you were doing 100 Jordan 1s, maybe 10 Jordan 1s, but concentrate on the volume of those 10 Jordan 1s or the 10 Jordan whatevers, and make sure they sell out, because I'm pretty sure if you did like very special collaborations with like Travis Scott's and or OG or Shadows or Chicago's, they will sell out.
I think, to be honest with you, I really do think that Nike is afraid to not releasing something. I think they fear them not releasing something every week. Imagine if Nike said, we're taking a full month off, we're not dropping anything.
Yeah, January.
Market.
January.
No, but I'm like in the middle, like right now, where there's, they won't do that.
They did June, one of these years in June. It was like 3 or 4 weeks where there wasn't nothing coming out.
April, May, July. Yeah.
I mean, it's just you get to those points where you're just kind of.
It was oversaturated. It was oversaturated. They now you talking about once a week. The sneakers, we getting 2-3 on the same day. 3, 4 releases in 1 week.
Yeah,
ain't no routine.
No way around it.
Ain't no routine no more. It's the wild
west. See, this is where this is why I don't drive the comparison between the UNC in 2021 and the Mochas in 2021 to the Palominos and the UNC toes, the black toe UNCs this year. So if the market wasn't oversaturated with Jordan 1s, I think those Jordan 1s will be out of here, bro.
Yeah, but the Jordan 1s they've been shoving us down our throat for freaking 5 years now. I mean, it's just getting.
I'm glad you said that.
God, I'm glad you stop releasing Jordan 1s, man. Like, it's just getting to the point. Like, y'all beat that shit to death. Let it breathe for a couple of months, like a couple.
This is why I said it's the chew, spit, and repeat methodology that I don't like at all, bro.
Man, I don't like it either. I just think it's annoying because it's just like they go-to move. It's like we know it's coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know it's coming. The crossover is coming. It's just like, damn, we're gonna play this game again. Like, even when we stop it and we don't pay it any mind, he gonna still come down there and use that same move and think he gonna get a different reaction. And it's just like, you're gonna get the same reaction. Now, you add a little bit more spice to it, but still the same.
Yeah, and that spice comes in the context of Travis or a collaboration or a J Balvin. That's that little bit of spice. That's that double step rather than that single step that you get catches you off guard and you're like, oh, okay, cool, I see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Main topic time, bro. Sorry about that diversion. Yo, bro, it's your time to shine.
What's going on with Dot Swoosh? What are they doing? Why should we invest in Dot Swoosh?
You should.
As sneakerheads. Why should I continue to open this app and give y'all the traffic that we know y'all want? Why? I'm glad I didn't buy the NFT because NFTs are no more. 90 something, upper 90 something percent of NFTs are worthless. Now, if it materializes into this sneaker, this black and white and blue Air Force One that looks really dope. Actually, it looks comparable in quality to the Terror Squad Air Force One we just got. But why they couldn't just drop the shoe? Why it got to be a whole app and a whole investment in lives and all this stuff I got to tune into and pay attention, a different account and a poster and just give me the shoe, bro. We here for the shoes.
Man, I think Dot Swoosh is Nike's biggest failure. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think it was a impulse move by the company to really get into the NFT space. Them and what was the Artifacts? I think it was it played well, but the one thing they never settled in crypto is the legitimacy of it and where the money lies and the value, the up and down market. They never satisfied the community, a sneaker community wants intangibles. They want to hold shoes. We don't give a darn about having them digitally on Minecraft.
They don't do nothing for my Instagram.
It doesn't do anything.
They don't do nothing for my people.
If Q calls me or TJ calls me and say, hey, I want to see what this shoe looks like, I'm not going to send him a link to my digital wallet of what it is. I'm gonna say, which one did you want to see? Did you want to see the Safari, or did you want me to take it back to the basics and just keep it just with the trainings? I don't need to send you a link. My reason for saying that, they had no direct timeline for what they wanted to do with Dot Swoosh. It was smoke and mirrors. It was literally, we're gonna do this. This was coming. Nike has don't forget what Nike is and how they do and how they play the game. When they want to get something across to you, they ain't got no problem doing it. When they want to know you is coming, they gonna tell you. There was no direct timeline of what you were getting, what time you were getting. There was nothing. Another thing that made it a failure was the process wasn't clear. Okay, you get into this, you get to choose that, but then you'll maybe have to raffle that. Then you'll get a box. Well, choose your box. Well, we can't ship the box because it's in your digital wallet. Well, you'll be able to at some point. Why don't you? Well, it's only to you. Well, guess what? 2 weeks later, everybody can get a box. Do you want some more boxes? We got some more boxes. What am I doing here? What am I doing? I'm here for shoes. What am I doing here? The site is not functional. It's not functional.
What does it do? It don't do nothing.
Because it's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? It's a failure. It wasn't based and rooted. It wasn't based and rooted in the sneaker community. It was not. We were not asking for NFT shoes.
No, that's stock.
Nobody was asked. Like, nobody. Oh, we don't care what my 8-year-old, 9-year-old are playing. I don't care. They can't spend the money. I do. Cater to me. To all these people that tried to sell us wolf tickets. That's what I call them, wolf tickets.
Yep.
On this NFT. Where y'all at now? Keep that same energy. It was a joke. It was a joke.
They had me up to the point they asked me for $25 for a digital shoe.
Yeah. Q, we are almost 10 to 12 months into deploying this Dot Swoosh. And what do they have to show for it? It has no relevance. It has no connection to the community, and we have nothing to hold on to. So Dot Swoosh has been nothing but a failure from the time. If they would have actually made it into a community base and explained it to us, drag it out, but keep us involved. But they didn't do that. They was like, you'll understand. We understand we don't want it.
Bro, they had what, maybe 1 or 2 events or something at specific places in the country, and that was about it.
Yeah. Big shout out to Gabe. Gabe went to one of them in Atlanta.
Sell me some socks. Sell me a t-shirt, a hat. Sell me a wristband. some shoelaces or something on the platform.
I'm gonna tell you somebody else's experience with NFTs, right? So you're talking about the dot swoosh. So New Balance did an NFT about a year ago, and they basically kind of sold some NFTs. I don't know what the price was, but basically it kind of guaranteed you exclusive access to a hype sneaker on New Balance's website later down in the future. And I think that materialized a year down. I don't think a lot of people forgot about it. I thought they thought it was a gimmick, but then recently they got access. So I don't know what silhouette it was, but it was kind of more of a collaboration at New Balance. I think it might be the new silhouette.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah. They kind of gave exclusive access to first come without release. So they're not released yet at the moment.
LaMelo did it too.
Yeah. And
he did it with that. Yeah, that Melo one. Yeah.
It's a good way to do pre-authorized sales without the release date. So basically, if they said to you, "We'll guarantee you, if you buy this NFT, there's only about maybe 100 or 200, whatever NFTs they are, right? Well, you can buy these 200 NFTs for like $38 or $27, whatever it is, right? You got this in your account, but you realize that in the next year, we'll give you an exclusive access to a sneaker that potentially a pre-sale. I'm talking about a month before it comes out, and it'll be a collaboration. It might be a Union, or it might be a Travis Scott. It could be depending on different brands. It could be Adidas, Bad Bunny, whatever it is. We'll give you this exclusive access, and you can have it a month before it releases because we bought the NFT. New Balance done that. New Balance done that with the NFTs. That's the functional way to use them. To be honest, that's quite a nice way to use them because it kind of, you buy this NFT and it's not useless. And this is what you both did kind of mention. You bought this NFT, you don't know what the direction is, you don't know where it's going, you don't know what it's going to lead to. This is what the dysfunctional thing is. But if Nike came in and made that clear to you, like, all right, cool. You know what? If Nike made that clear to you and said, right, you bought this dot swoosh, but we're going to give you an exclusive access to the Terror Squad's New York exclusive because you got this NFT. It makes more sense.
But they kind of sold it as that. They kind of sold it in that realm because remember, you got put into a class of Air Force One that you could select that you were bracketed in.
Yeah.
So they kind of did that, but they didn't give us anything. Like they weren't going to release anything yet. Like I was in a bracket with the Scarfaces, and I was like, "Bitch, if y'all give me the Scarfaces, it's a wrap. I'm good." Yeah. But I just think that it's just smoke and mirrors, man. It's a failure, and I hate that.
It's not a good business model, bro.
Yeah, like, it's just not, and it's uncharacteristic of what Nike does.
I wouldn't say it's uncharacteristic of what Nike does because it is an innovation. Like they preach innovation. Technological innovation and trying to tie it into sneakers. This was the wrong market to try to tie into sneakers. I don't think it's viable for us as sneakerheads. However, it's done. If you're gonna say if I have to, because the worst part about it is you have to be well versed on how NFTs work and how to acquire them to even be able to get these things. It's not like they're making it sneakerhead accessible. They're not doing it on the brand platform. You have to actually do the NFT thing to get it. I know nothing about NFTs. I don't know how to get them. I don't know how to value them. I don't know what to do with them once I got them.
Yeah, because there's a lot more stuff to do with Ethereum.
Nike did that, right? Nike did that. Puma didn't do that. Puma went full tech route. Nike created this platform to make it accessible to us. Yeah. That's an innovation that they tried to.
The thing is,
it's not working. We're not convinced.
The thing is with NFTs and cryptos and all of that stuff, you need kind of like wallets, you need kind of access to the system. You need it's a hot I delved into it. Like I'm gonna be honest, I delved into it when crypto was buzzing. And bro, to be honest, it was a whole different world. And if you're not from that world, you won't understand it. I do believe Nike got caught up in the hype. in the crypto hype, in the NFT crypto hype, because that's the only way, that's where it derived from. And then without that, I don't think they would have ever done that. But because they thought the NFT market was growing, they could kind of delve into it. I think they bought into that hype massively.
I think they did. They jumped off the. I mean, they definitely went.
But
head into it,
But did they get duped? Like, the question is, did they get duped by StockX? Because we know, like, maybe they were thinking about jumping into the NFT market, but as soon as StockX said we're going to create NFTs for every single silhouette on our platform, it almost felt like they got duped into doing that themselves.
Well, I mean, that was their response to what StockX was doing. But, one of the things that they do certain things a certain way. They just do. I feel this was not a Nike.
You forgot the it. Oh, you forgot the it on the end.
Just do it.
The what?
Just do it.
The it.
Oh, just do it. Oh, I think that they've gotten to the point that where this was a more reactionary move, a counter move, and I don't think they don't perform very well when it's a counter move. They're so used to punching in front and leading from the tip top. And I think this was a very that's why I said it wasn't. They've always had structure on what they want to do. This was very uncharacteristic of them because it didn't have a structure. It didn't have a game plan. There was too many gaps with information and what we can do. And in my eyes, going off what y'all have done when y'all tested sneakers, I tested sneakers beforehand. There's certain things that they do, the surveys, if you get on the Nike Plus, there's certain things they do with structure. And this didn't have it. And it felt very disconnected because when we all started, we were clamoring. You remember when we were waiting on that dot swoosh, that tag. Everybody was waiting and we got it. And then what? You had to wait 2 more weeks to get a box. You paid your $20. And what do you have right now?
I ain't paid for that shit. So I ain't
nothing. This is 10 months into a project, and you have given the people that paid $20. Imagine how many people went back and bought every single box. Where is that product? Where is it? Nobody can tell me. Nobody can put a date on it.
It's right here. It's right here. It's coming out.
No.
It's the Air Force One low, Tina J or Tinaj or however you say it. This is not a JPEG. It said right is on the shoe. This is not
what
a
happened
JPEG.
To this is not what they sold us from the beginning of Swoosh. That's not. This shoe was not mentioned. This shoe was not.
It was always going to be an Air Force One though.
There was always going to be Air Force because that's the silhouette they're choosing. But this is not something they wanted. Like it was. Yeah. This doesn't feel planned. This feels.
Let me
together. Let's go.
Let me just say that dot swoosh presentation with the white box and the black box and the epicness of that sneaker, the way they showcase that sneaker. Where is that sneaker? Where is that sneaker?
I'll wait. You tell me.
Yeah, so that was the whole dot swoosh situation. Obviously, I think only time will tell. I think we still got to give it some time. We've got to still give it some time. It's early days, so maybe Nike will switch it up. Maybe Nike will kind of restructure it, do something good with it. You don't know.
Nike, I'm hiring. If y'all hiring, put your boy in the project management position. I'll fix that in 6 months.
You're not all of us, bro.
Hold on. I don't know if you know or not. I'm an official, unofficial member of Nike, so I can kind of get you an application. Maybe
I've already applied for Nike in these positions. I ain't got no call back. For real though, they have like program management jobs that I feel like they don't. One of the things that I think Nike is lacking is that they don't have people that wear shoes that make these critical decisions, and I think that's what they need. And it's hard, but it's hard. I've seen people that work for Nike and they tell me it's hard to get in there. Like it's hard. So, but I just think they just really need it. And I think all brands need it. Just somebody just a creative collective group of people that can tell them the honest truth, that we're not looking at it from numbers. We can give you that true pulse of the community.
I tell you
what. It goes back to what?
Go ahead.
It goes back to what I said. Real sneakerheads giving you the real sneakerhead experience, really straight to your feet, delivered, designed, and calibrated.
No, man, they just gotta let Tom Sachs do it. Everything will be okay.
Oh,
Moving right along to the segment that we've all been waiting for. Y'all know what time it is. When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty. Welcome back to the shoe court. I can't remember. I always messes up. Sneaker court of public opinion with me, judge public opinion, and executioner. This is. I need to get this right every single time I mess up. And we got Killer Miller in the house to give us the verdicts, to give us the debates, to give us the court case for today. What is up, bro?
What's up, man?
Give us your court case today.
Man, I'm gonna get situated because I'm gonna treat this like I'm in court. So I'm gonna stand up for y'all. I'm gonna stand up. We gonna treat y'all like I'm in court. Yeah, we gonna treat y'all like court.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
So the case of why is Nike doing this with StockX is now in session. Mr. Miller, present your case, sir, please.
I just want to take the time out and say I appreciate the court giving me this time to kind of present my case. Today's court case is going to be about the reason why Nike really doesn't care what StockX has done. I'm going to present to you a case of why I think that that Nike really doesn't care about the authentication process of StockX.
Mm.
Now, during my case, I will state facts. I will go ahead and give you testimony.
Mm.
I don't have the links because my pointer stopped working, so I apologize. But you should be able to follow along whatever the device you can, because guess what? You can do two things at once with your phone. So as I'm talking, you can Google these and find out that the answer does lie correct. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start this by saying, Nike, we appreciate everything you do. As you can kind of see, Nike, I'm a whore. I'm a Nike whore. And I love your product. I do. I have no complaints. But I would like you to stop these fraudulent claims that you have against StockX when you're not playing equal claim to everybody. This community is built off fairness, equal opportunities. So we're going to have to ask, why ain't you tagged Go? Why ain't you tagged eBay? But you have this particular case that you seem to keep kicking down the store. So I'm gonna say, if you were really concerned, why haven't you presented your case on the fact that the process has not been shown? Yes, I mean the process. Isn't that the biggest thing that can end this case very quickly? Is the process? Oh, you mean to tell me we can do some on case and go to your shops and learn how to do your product, do all that? You could ask for that, but you haven't done it. So explain it to me like I'm five, like you actually do mean if this is the biggest issue, that's the elephant in the room. Why you keep giving it peanuts? Like you can end this very quickly. Show me how you got there. Show me what you do. But no, Nike, you think you're standing up for us. For all those people that took fakes from StockX and Gold and eBay, you think you're standing up for us, but you're not. You are flailing. You're failing. You're not helping us. How can you help us? If you're going to help us, are you going to recoup some of the money? No, you don't have any plans for that. Are you going to help us get our money back when it comes to the stuff we had in the past? No, you're not going to help us with that. But you're going to keep filing these cases against StockX to prove their authenticity.
Well,
but you will not address the issues of how they're getting your product That's coming from your factories first. You are not have a plan of execution to find out to stop your product being stolen off the boats. We don't see that, but you care about us.
Well,
but you care. You have no plans to build yet so training course to learn your authenticity of your product. You don't have that. So I'm trying to understand, who are you here for? What is this stink about? When Nike wants to get something across, they tell us. Anytime Nike wants to prove a point, they give you examples. What examples have they given the court up to this day? Nothing.
None.
They have no plan of execution, people. They have no people that's going to give expert testimony of what they've done and haven't done. We have fake statistics. We need to know, what else are you investigating? Are you only investigating this? Where is your equal opportunity when it comes to putting a panel together to help fill and build a coalition to help fix this problem? Why isn't the things in place? They have way more. I'm going to keep going.
Go for it, bro.
Why have they not attacked Go? Why have they not attacked eBay in spaces? Why are they particularly worried about StockX? Do you think we don't have problem with Go? I can give you personal experience of the craziness I've gone with in the court, but I won't. But I just need to know, why haven't we given a clear and concise move on why you have actually targeted StockX so much? As earlier in the court, I had a testimony of Mr. TJ come in. He said, during the testimony, he said, listen, Nike's going to do what Nike's going to do. They have a plan. This doesn't seem like a plan. This seems like they're trying to draw our attention for something else. If Nike cared about us, and which they keep telling us they do, and this is the reason why they're taking that stand, why can't they fix the app they've had in development for 5 years? Where is the fairness? They complain, they say they're supposed to have for us in the community. Yet, and still, the main driver for us to get stuff is gone. We can't get in. Card declined. Access denied. But, hey guys, we're focusing on StockX. We're not going to tell you what we're focusing on, but we're focusing on it. If they wanted to stop this at the end of the day, the court, I think they would have done it. Nike has an unlimited war chest of how to do things, yet they haven't pulled it out. They've put a little motion out there, but they haven't done it. So I asked the court to find them guilty on all counts of making StockX the main culprit and fake and getting pairs early. I asked that you charge them in full and make them set up a plan, make them have discipline when it comes to doing the things that they need to do on this app. But the main thing we want to close out and say that they are not fighting for you, people. They're not fighting for you. They don't care about StockX. They don't care that you've gotten fakes. They don't care. Because if they did, they would have a plan. Nike can give us the next year and a half worth of shoes, but they can't tell us what they're doing to feel this fakeness when it comes to this fight they have with StockX. Do you see a problem with that? So to the court, I say thank you for allowing me this time to come and speak to the people. And I hope you find them guilty.
After this riveting, compelling case that's been presented by Mr. Miller, Judge Public Opinion, can you please give us your deliberation and your verdict on this case?
Guilty. Okay, I'm gonna say Nike's guilty for not sorting out the app, not sorting out the UA, shutting down the UA sites. They're guilty for not kind of making sure these fakes don't get on the streets. They live off the culture, bro. They live off the fake culture, and it feels like there's smokes, mirrors, daggers, and all of that stuff to distract us from the real subject that matter at hand, is the fact that they just want to sell sneakers and they don't care how they want to sell sneakers. So from that, I'm gonna say guilty as charged, bro. And all I can say is one thing and one thing alone. It's the fight for the actual stock, bro. And that's what it's all about. That's one thing that eBay and that GOAT don't have is that little diagram with the stocks and symbols. And that's what they're after. It's all about control. And Nike, you're guilty for giving this illusion that you care.
Mr. Miller, what's the sentence?
Guilty.
The sentence is to drop all pending charges on StockX and amend the charges for all reselling sites and put a plan of action within 3 months by the end of 2023 of action to improve the standing with sneakers. That is the recommendation of the prosecution.
Granted, that's the sentence, and also exclusive access to everybody that ever bought a shoe from StockX before. It has been so ordered, and it's Miller approved, fool.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
That was an interesting sneaker court public opinion, even if I can't say it at the start, but I still remember at the end. That's the most important thing. I've always said this. It's. I know you're laughing because I messed it up. I always said this, right? It's all about control over valuation, bro. It's all control over valuation. That's the reason. The only difference between the three resale sites you mentioned, eBay, StockX, and GOAT, is the stock exchange, which comes with StockX, the sales, the prices, the dictation of where the price should be. And every sneakerhead I've known since StockX has been about is, what's the price on StockX? That's all narrative, analytics. And this is what Nike's fighting, the analytics.
Yeah, I think that I'm not saying that, I'm not absolving that StockX has its issues. What I'm absolving is that you're not addressing the issue, is that you're throwing this hoopla and you're going through all these lengths in court cases to really prove what? When you're not, if you're going to do one, why wouldn't you do others? Because there are others out there. And I don't understand that. Like you're picking, like you said earlier, once they did the NFT, Nike was like, no, we need to attack. But this has been going on. I've had more issues personally with GOAT than I had with StockX. I can't even lie to you. So why? But I use GOAT for it because I'm going to use style or whatever. But at the same time, I've had issues with them.
Yeah,
Fakes.
It's gonna always be issues with these.
Yeah, so why don't you clear it? Why don't they do this at everybody? Sue everybody and make them come into compliance. If they really wanted to fix it, why? I did the Yellow Brick sneakerhead course that they I don't know if y'all saw that some years ago, where it was an interactive course by, I think it was Yellow Brick, but it was a sneaker. It was by Complex Kicks. And it was basically a 4-week thing that you got certified and everything like that. They were doing interviews with people and they were talking about this specific topic. And the guys were like, I've been collecting and I've been in the shoe business and executive, blah, blah, blah for 40 years. I can't tell if the shoe is fake or not. So how are these people learning it? You know?
We know in the community, we know there are ways, and with the technology, black lights and so forth. There's ways of authentication, and I don't think it really matters as much to them. I do agree with you. I think the reason why they haven't attacked other platforms as of yet, because StockX is really, as far as a third party.
It's the Google. They're like the Google.
Right.
When we think sneakers, when we think of searching for something, we Google it. We even say that.
TJ said, when you want to know the price of something, you go to StockX.
You go to StockX. Like what's the stock? People say
it could be in front of the shoe. Somebody trying to sell it to you, and you say, "Well, I give you 200." Nah, they 300 on StockX. So
Yeah,
and I think Nike hate that a lot. I think
yeah,
Nike
they hate. They hate.
I hate it too. I hate it too. I hate it too. As a
you know what?
as a sneakerhead, as a person that we value these things different. They're not commodities to us. When people try to turn them into commodities, that's when it's a problem for me. And I feel like that's exactly what StockX does.
And you know what? Like, I'm going to be honest. Companies don't fight this hard if it isn't for a reason, and companies don't fight this hard against another business if it doesn't mean they earn some power rating on it. So, from my perspective, the analytics and the high regard to control the stock value is what Nike's fighting. And if that comes with Nike, Nike can basically dictate. And I don't say Nike's trying to move into the resale market. I just feel they want more control over prices and standards on the resale market, because it kind of may give them an influence on what could happen with the sneaker and sales.
But that shouldn't be their business though. That should not be their business. That's not their business. They should stay as far as they can from the resale market. They have bigger fish to fry. And I think that's my issue, is that they've had way bigger fish to fry than pinning StockX to a wall. Like, you can't even fix your app. The money you spending on this court case, you can't even get your app to work right. Like, where is your priorities? Like, this is not, we appreciate, and that's why I said that in my soliloquy, was I get that they're trying to stop something, but you can't even stop what's in your house. So why are you worried about what's out? So why are you worried about them when your house, your back door is wide open?
Mm-hmm.
Your windows is wide up. Door is unlocked.
You know what's really interesting though as well? We sit here as sneakerheads, seeing the problems and identifying the problems and realizing how they could be fixed. And like you mentioned in your deliberation earlier that you need to get authenticators. I'm pretty sure early on in this podcast, maybe even episode 10 or 15, we mentioned Nike could sell Nike authenticators to businesses and to resellers, and
we named the episode Nike official Nike authenticator. It was a whole episode named after that.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they want to? If you can't tell me, if people wanted to make this their profession, they wouldn't go to the links to go get certified.
I would.
Yep,
I would. I did the same thing when I wanted to go in project management. I went to Coursera. I went and did that. I spent 4 to 5 months doing that. When that sneakerhead thing came out, I got it done in 2 weeks because I wanted to learn. I wanted to know about the business, and everything was to the good and was beneficial. It really was.
And I'm gonna be really controversial here, right? Like, Nike, this is the best plan Nike could do, is sell Nike authenticators to all these businesses, and they could rake a lot of money. Now the question is,
make a training course. Go all out.
I say that. We all say that. Now the question is, right? Are they scared? And the reason why I say that is, now one of these Nike authenticators, if they authenticate a fake pair, you're done. You're done. Like your reputation. It's, imagine you bought a fake pair to Nike on that course and they authenticate that. It's done. Because I think Nike not doing it and not doing this whole sell you authentication is them being scared that the fact that the fakes out there are so real that they find it hard to tell what is real and what's fake.
But this is the thing though. I will add on to that conversation and actually it adds more credence to your argument. Listen, they were doing those things. What were they getting ready to do? What was rumored this year they were going to do? Start putting tags in shoes, so you would tap the shoe and you could see if it's real or not. They were already working toward this. They just need to set a division to set it up. They can do a universal program where you have to get certified every couple of months. You have a rating a universal rating system. These are things that they can do within their means of their company. they are refusing to do this. Yes, they might be saying we don't want to open the door. And TJ, you're right. If I see you, it's just like an eBay rating. If I see your shit at 96, I'm gonna be like, what did you do wrong recently?
Yeah.
It's not good for business. It ain't good for business because it's not gonna help them make money, so they're not gonna do it. They don't care about
and that too.
They don't care about
imagine, listen, I paid $450 for my certification. You think Nike won't make y'all pay $500, $600, $700 for a certification? And your rating you have to stay above. Would I do it? You damn right I would.
No, I'm saying then you go and do it on your own. You go authenticate sneakers on your own wherever you.
But I want people. But you know what I'm saying. But here's the thing: is what people want is clarity on the fact that how did you learn? There needs to be a curriculum. It doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be. I watched 1,000 YouTube hours. This ain't a flight where you just take your. You fly on a plane and you got so many hours to get certified. You need to. Right. Where is the curriculum to say this? You know what I'm saying?
Let's crunch some figures. Right. How much do you think they should sell that authentication course for?
How much is it a baseline price?
Yeah.
No less than 50, no more than 75.
Well, per person, yeah, to come on that course.
Right. Oh, you talking about how much they would cost for the course?
Yeah.
Oh no, I would make it a full 2-3 months, different brands. This will be a core curriculum that includes ASIC, New Balance, Nike,
I'm just Nike alone, with all the Nike silhouettes. I'm talking about all the Nike silhouettes. How much do you think that course should cost from Nike selling it to you?
Over 500.
All right, so let's just say 500 at baseline. How many people do you think will come to that course?
A lot.
The ballpark figure.
It depends. If you grow this out nationwide, I guarantee to have over 300,000 people that want to get certified. Because you got to look at the opportunity of what you would get.
All right, so let's say 300,000 times 500, right? Right. So. How many times a year do you think you need to get authenticated? Every 6 months or a year? Annually or 6 months?
Every 6 months.
Right. Now, we just...
What would you do, Q?
I ain't doing that.
No. Nike. I'm just saying Nike.
You ain't. Okay, you said you ain't doing it. Okay.
Yeah.
No, so Nike as a person, I'm not.
As a person.
Yeah.
But there'll be particular people in the sneaker industry that want to do it.
It would not be a grand test. It would be updated seminars that you can watch. There would be a small quiz. It wouldn't be like you got to re-certify and get yourself suspended, but you have to make the course. Like you have to get 80% or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Because Nike could change the narrative and say, you know what, you ain't got a legit sneaker until it's verified by a Nike verification person, and then that could kind of influence a lot of people. I think a lot of people will look for that certification from the person that's verifying, especially like let's just say the resale market and the verification market is the Wild Wild West, and it needs to be regulated because you can't trust any of the verifiers that you got because they're not certified. We don't know where they got their training from. Simple as, right? So if Nike roll this out, bro, we're talking 300 million a year just by that program. That's not wasted money, bro.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to think of it like this: if they put like if I'm keeping the same what Coursera did, when I got my certification, I was placed in. You were able to give a pool to where I can get hired. Where it put me in a pool where I can certain companies were like, if you get certified and we have openings, you will get pushed to the front just because you're taking this course and it's a certified course that we consider to be eligible for a position. So you would get that opportunity to go, like you could get hired, but because right now, what does eBay do? You send them to a person or a facility to get them authenticated. So if you can have it, if you can have them to where they ship to them, there's a lot of security stuff, a lot of stuff that you got to iron out. But if you know that person is certified in that, you can see the grader. Hell, have it to where you can pick the person you send it to because they got a good rating. You know what I'm saying? Like you could say, send it to this one. You know.
And you know what? There's been people out there that when I first got into this whole sneaker industry and stuff like that, there were people out there that will be in the middlemen for verifying your sneakers. That will, like, people like that will go on that course to make sure I'm Nike legit verified. Or I'm a total legit verification for all the brands. If you send me, I can make sure, and you are going to trust that person because they've been trained, certified by the brands to actually legitimize your sneakers, and that's a great industry.
And bonded. Exactly. They have to be bonded as well because if something happens in transit or something happens, like they need to be bonded. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of money. The sneaker industry is $1 billion network. It's $1 billion industry. You mean there ain't there's money to be made.
We've just worked out, and it's not because of money, because we just worked out an individual brand on the status of having a course for $500, 300,000 baseline people, because it's going to be more than that, coming to that course. Per course, for that attendance is 150 million, right, in revenue, and double that if it's a 6 month. If it's a 6 month course, that's 300 million. So we already built a business case for the brands to rake a lot of money in. And the thing is, it makes money. It makes sense. It makes a business case to do this. Bro, I'm going to go back to what I said. It's because why put your neck on the line if you get it wrong?
What are you doing? But what are we doing if you don't want to make change? We're not making any movement toward a better future for this in the sneaker industry. So us sitting here or having a conversation about this, and we have to think forward. I'm very much forward thinking, and I think there's a lot of problems within this community that we feel like we don't have control. We don't feel it's safe when we spend $300-400. So in order to combat that, we have to put things in place to allow us to feel safe. Do I feel when I hit buy from StockX or Goat, do I get that tingling like, did I make the right decision? You damn right I do. Why can't that be better for us in the community, that when we know we hit it? Because I told people, I sent it to you, TJ, I went through 3 pair of those origami dunks. 3 pair. And I'm like, how did y'all miss this?
Yep.
How did y'all miss these big ass gap? Like, how did y'all miss this big ass dent? How did you miss this missing laces? This is simple shit.
All I need to say to you is the business model is there. Nobody's taking that opportunity. It's about time we go and talk to these brands.
I mean, I think we should be more vocal.
They want what they want. We want what we want. We need an intermediate until the intermediates are present and working. We're gonna always have this type of discourse about because it's so many ideas. Some of them are viable for both sides, but most of the time they want what's viable for them and we want what's viable for us. So it's gonna
there's no middle ground.
Disconnect. It's gonna always be a disconnect. As a matter of perspective, we don't know if that's what we always argue about. You just said earlier, we don't know if the people inside feel the way we feel. So it's gonna always be a disconnect unless some of the things that we think need to happen come true, because we ain't gonna never be able to see it from their perspective.
I mean, it's hard.
And we gonna always be cool with that.
Yeah, when we could be spitballing all day long, but will we ever get the opportunity to put some of this in fruition, into play? I don't think we will. You know, me just coming up with that was just my way of just combating the issue where I feel like we don't have control. When you go through so many adversities within this community trying to get shoes, you want to find better ways to process, you know, just like we were having an early conversation talking about, hey, if y'all miss out and y'all oversell, you should have stuff in place to combat that. You should not be a generic email saying, oh, well.
The thing is, it's always going to be the same. Like, we see it from a mile off. And but all I'm going to say is with vacant spaces comes opportunity and all that. So that's the hint I'm going to give you guys. maybe something that we can enforce ourselves. But yes, bro, episode 87. It was a deep dive with the bro, Mr. Miller. Go make sure you guys follow the bro. Make sure you kind of go and make sure you go and tune into If the Shoe Fits. Absolutely dope episodes every week on Wednesday. What time, bro?
7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Central Standard Time.
We always, if you follow me, you'll get the topics on Tuesday and the guests on Tuesday.
And why? And why if you're not following Mr. Miller, why are you not following Mr. Miller? Because one of the dopest bros.
That's what's wrong with you now. If you buy sneakers all the time, you don't follow Mr. Miller. That's the problem. That's why you ain't hitting like you. That's why you ain't hitting like you want to be hitting. That's why your raffles don't come through because you don't follow the bro. That's the problem. And if you follow Rick Dub, that'll increase your chances even more. Yeah. Like follow the whole gang, the whole If the Shoe Fits gang, and it'll increase your odds, bro. That's all.
And we're talking about family here, so you're part of this family. So make sure you join the second part of the family.
Yeah, man. It's always love, man. I love doing this, and I love being inspired by you two fellas. You know, anything y'all do, I'm always loving it, and I appreciate y'all just being a pillar for the community, man. We need more shows like yours. You are a shining example of what stick-to-itiveness and authenticity means when it comes to these shows. You guys are a collective too that play off each other in a magnificent way. I don't ever look at your content and feel like it's made up or it's manufactured. This is the real and what you get. And I appreciate that as a creator because I can follow you guys and be inspired. When times that we feel like we ain't hitting, like something ain't clicking, I can look at y'all's content or talk to you guys personally and get inspired to do stuff. Like you guys motivated me to do a show this week, inspired to do some more and keep that kick it and going it. So I appreciate y'all, man. I'm always down to collab with y'all anytime, man.
Yeah, bro. Yes, sir. We Miller approve. Hey, you talking about?
And that's a huge compliment.
I just want to give a big shout out to the whole Scuff crew and If the Shoe Fits, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all my squad. That goes down to Lace, which is Greg. It goes down to Rick Dub. It goes down to Kiki. It goes down to Aaron. It goes down to Dustin. It goes down to Gabe. It goes down to Erica. It goes down to Steph. It goes down. That's my whole crew. And, big shout out to y'all.
Big shout out to everybody out there. Yeah, and you know what? It's all about collaborations and inspirations. So basically, we all inspire each other to do better. And that's what it's all about, holding ourselves to standards. Sometimes brands need to learn how to hold things to standards. And that's the main thing about it all the time. We mentioned that last week. We are accountable for the brands. We have to be all the time.
Amen.
Otherwise they'll run riot. And we won't see we won't like half the stuff they come out with. Let's be honest. We make the names in these streets. Nobody else.
Hey, I want everybody out there to do all three of us a favor. Y'all make sure y'all have a great day, great week, great month, and end the year all right, man. Go get you some Dot Swoosh Air Force Ones, man, because they probably gonna see it. Help the brands out. We love Nike. Just go buy the shoe, bro. Take it back. You can wear it. You can wear it and take it back after before 60 days too. You can go beat it. Let's help the Nike refurbishment program. They need
good call.
And get the Dawn Baker threes that you want because you all love the Dawn Baker threes that you like.
No. I'm getting the Dawn Baker threes. Let's everybody do the raffles for size 11.
Hey man, I got your back. If I don't like them, man, I got you. If I don't like them, I got you.
No, you don't like them anyway. We out here, man.